Right now, you're looking at a black screen, a blank space, much like a black hole that sucks up everything around it. There's nothing to see, but it still seems impossible to stop staring at. But if there is something to look at, can it really be nothing? In contrast, what about white? If black is nothing, the complete absence of light reflections, a lack of being and existing, shouldn't white consequently be everything? Both might seem quite dull on their own, but when put next to each other, the contrast becomes mesmerizing. As seen in the yin-yang effect, light can't exist without darkness, and darkness can't exist without light. Just like good and evil, black and white stand and belong together, two opposing forces using their differences to complement and complete each other. Somewhere in between everything and nothing, right in the middle of the wide range from black to white, is where I see myself. Only in this brief moment of the billion-year-long history of a hunk-cold planet Earth, I encounter everything I have ever known and will ever know. All my experiences, thoughts, and feelings, everything that I am will eventually cease to exist for anyone or anything, and instead become nothing again. Like it has never happened, there will one day be no hints to what I once was, or what I have done in this lifetime, which to me seems like an eternity of its own. With only the blink of an eye, I will forever be gone from this galaxy, and no longer be present even in the memories of other people. If this is how it is, and how it will end one day in the near future, how can a simple person like me, or you, be anything or anyone at all? Will one grain of sand be noticed in a cold muddy ground? Or is it only in the midst of a desert that it will ever be perceived, even as just part of an infinite community? There's this word sonder, which describes the realization that everybody else leads a life of their own, just as complex and confusing as yours. Each of your friends, as well as every stranger you've ever passed by on the street, or sat with on the bus, or seen while looking through your window, experiences just as much as you do. And while they're only part of your life for a limited extent of time, they're gone with their own lives, even when you don't see or notice. To think that there have been, currently are, and will be billions of people with lives just like mine, yet none of them could ever experience the exact same series of events as me, makes me feel both precious and extremely lonely. Oftentimes I think about how this fact alone should prove to myself that I must be somebody, and how this automatically makes it me and know everything for myself. But still, I wonder why my existence doesn't feel real, why this doesn't look like my body. Maybe the reason behind it is that I am not my body. I am no body, I just have a body. Flesh and bones and skin that come together to form what we know as the physical form of the human race. This bodily form is nothing more than a shell for what I really am, for what everybody really is. Is it a soul, the spirit, or the voices in our brains? Some might say that in our modern times, what we are isn't more than what exists of us in a digital world. We can decide what to show of ourselves, or even what we want to make ourselves for others to see. People uploading their desired self onto a hard disk in an attempt of preserving their existence forever, making themselves immortal, or so they think. And changing their brains and hearts with microchips, they start to get lost in a digital space, which is just as infinite and unfamiliar as the one we are witnessing real life in. It's as if they want to escape from a terrifying reality, just to build up a new identical one with the exact same issues, dangers, and uncertainties, while our first physical world eventually ends up falling apart. What they don't think of is that the digital world too isn't safe from being destroyed, and will certainly one day come to an end as well. But when the power goes out, the no screens turn black. Is it really nothingness? Or is it only at that moment that we really start to see ourselves?